Here I have my fabric is cut 10 inches by 13 inches, and I have one pipe cleaner folded in half, twisted on one end and folded over, and two rubber bands that are 3.5 inches long and 1/4 inch wide. And what you're going to do is you're going to sew all the way around, but you're going to start where the pins are and sew all that around 1/4 inch, but leave the pins, the opening open in the center. And I'll be right back. You're going to do the fabric 13 inches long. You're going to pin 4 inches over on each side at the top. Hi, you're going to make your mask by starting out with measuring 10 inches, and I would just use a little pin where you can see. 10 inches, and you're going to mark it. And go ahead and cut this. And if you have, I don't know, everybody may not have one of these, but this is what you do. You get your line lined up with your markings, and you're going to cut. Okay, so this is 10 inches wide. Now you are going to go 13 inches long. So what you could do is just measure this out. Let's see. Let me turn it around. And you're going to go measure 13. Come down just a little bit. Let's see. Just a little bit more. Let's see if this measures. Get your ruler. Okay. I'm off by a little bit. Okay, here's 13 inches right here. So you just want to make sure it all lines up across 13. And I know it's hard for y'all to see this. So let me mark it somehow. Let's see. Here's the, let's see if I can get this in the camera. 13 right here. 13 right here. Okay, and then line your ruler up with those pink lines. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you kind of want to be straight if you can. And then just cut down through here. Now, so what you're going to do, you have, so the long side going this way is your 13 inches, and this is your 10 inches. So what you want to do is at one of this, at the top here, at the top, you're going to measure over 4 inches. And I would measure over 4 inches on this side. And then what you're going to do, I don't know if y'all can see, but you pin this. And what you're going to do is you're going to sew all the way around 1/4 inch, all the way around. Okay? That's what you're going to do. Sew that. And then you're going to turn it inside out or right side out. And then you're going to press it. And then you're going to make sure your points are good. And then you can take the pinking shears and trim around the edge after you do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to press it, and this will end up folding. And then we're going to end up using pipe cleaner to go inside to shape for the nose. And anyway, so let's go stitch this up around, and I'll be right back. You're going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around, except for where you have that pinned. And you have both sides, right sides together, and all you're doing is sewing around a 1/4 inch all the way around. I got off track right there a little bit, but just fix it. And then when you get up to, you're almost there, when you get to those pinned areas like I showed, I think I need to go just a little bit more right there. And then you're going to back stitch. Okay. I've taken the fabric and I've used my pinking shears to go all the way around the edges. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this center piece and turn it inside out. And just go ahead and turn that inside out. And I have this little tool that you could use to go ahead and get these corners. And get all the corners. It should measure 9 by 12. 12 across, 9 down. So what you're going to do now, this is your opening right here at the top. You left this open so you can put whatever inside, extra protection. But what you're going to do is, I folded it in half like so, open it back up, and I've got it pinned. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold this to the center of this, and you're going to pin it on each side. And then you're going to fold it towards the imaginary line, and you're going to take this top portion and fold this towards this area and pin it. And you've got 2 layers. This is 100% cotton. And now what you're going to do is fold it once more, one more time, another fold, and what I'm trying to do is I want to get this close to 2 inches right here once I get it folded. Okay, so you're gonna just eyeball it and try to match it up on both sides, and go ahead and pin this side. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fold one more time like this and pin it. And like I said, I want to try to get this on the sides to be, wait a minute, I'm going to measure it. And you want it to measure about, okay, right now I want to try to get it to like 3 inches on each side. Yeah, that's close enough. So this is what you want to pin it like this, like an accordion. kind of, except the only thing I've done different is I've folded towards the center like so. So where the imaginary line is, I've folded one towards the center, this one towards the center, this towards the center, and this towards the center. Okay, now we're going to go to the next step. We're going to sew this on each side. So I would sew this down, and you're wanting to sew about 1/4 of an inch on each side, and I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back, and I have this measured at 3 inches on both sides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these elastic rubber bands, and now this is for if you don't have a elastic. So I came up with the rubber band idea, and the thing is, you want to get them at least, if you can get them at 3.5 inches. This one is, let me show you. This one is at 3.5 inches, and you want to try to get them both the same. And then what you're going to do, and these look pretty close in length. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to take the wrong side, and also where this is opened here, where we left this to put extra material as an extra protection in there, this is the top part where the nose goes. And this, what we want to do is we want to have this side, we want to put the rubber band like this, flip it over, and we want to put the rubber band like this. And then what I want you to do is turn it like this, and then we're going to pin it. Excuse me, I need to get some pins over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to pin this. You want to pin it, and what we're going to do is we're going to sew this about, we're going to turn it over about 1/2 inch, and we're going to stitch down this line. And we're also going to do the same thing to this side. You see how I've got my rubber band here? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this rubber band, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to turn it, and we're going to stitch. We're going to turn it and stitch, turn it about 1/2 inch, and stitch here, and stitch here. And then I'll be right back. Now I'm going to sew the other side, and I'm going to sew about, it's like kind of pulled over 1/2 inch, and you just sew down this side. And back stitch. And the thing is, this is a lot of fabric, as you can see, so you can go back up here and run the stitch once more just to make it extra firm, give it extra hold. And what I've done here is I'm going in, and I'm just going to clip these extra little stitches, these strings, just clip those off. Just get any little strings. Any little extra strings, just clip those. And then, see, get this side. Looks pretty good. And then there you have it. Hi friends. What I have done here is I'm going to take some pipe cleaner, and I'm going to fold it in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this like this. And I want to do I want to have it to where it, what I would do is I would take this end and twist it. Twist it like so. And then I would fold it over like this. Okay, now what I would do is where we left this opening, okay, I'm going to put this pipe cleaner inside. Wait, I have the wrong end. So let's put this in. And this is going to be the part where you can bend the nose part. So what I would do, I've kind of got it centered here. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see, but what I would do is I would pin this like this. And okay, right here is where it is. Okay, well actually let me pin it here, and I am going to grab this because I can feel it. And I feel like I have it centered. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pin this other side, because what we're going to do, this is the end, okay? So I'm going to stick it under the sewing machine, and let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch about 1/4 of an inch and go like that, like so, okay? So I'm going to drop my needle and drop this, and then I'm going to stitch it. And I hope y'all can see this because I'm in a very awkward position. And when you get to the end, you could turn your fabric, and just stitch that in like that. Okay, and now lift this up and pull this out. And then I would also, this other end here, I would stick it in here also, and just stitch the end of this right here. And you could do a little back stitch, and then there you have it. And see, now what you need to do is just stitch this little edge right here, and that's going to actually hold in your pipe cleaner. So what you want to do is come right here and just be careful not to get your fingers caught under there, and just follow this line and do a little fine stitch like that. And then there you have it. And then see, you can clip off your little pieces here. Just get your little strings, and there you have some pipe cleaner in there. If you have that at home, that would work to kind of mold around the nose. And this is see, you can shape that. Hi friends, it's Sherry Black. I just got my mask made, and as you can see, it's okay. I've got pipe cleaner inside so you can adjust to the nose. And also, as you can see, this is the side view, and it comes down and it curves around the neck to kind of seal this in. And also, I don't know, it's kind of a quick fix. This is my design, and I used to work in surgery, so I kind of wore a mask every day, and I know that you like to have it sealed. But anyway, it looks like this, like so. And like I said, I used rubber bands. This is a 3.5 inch long rubber band, 1/4 inch wide. And I heard that it's hard to get elastic. So I wanted to come up with a design that you could use rubber bands if you couldn't find elastic and if you didn't want to tie. Now, you could have stitched a ribbon on the side here to where you could tie, you know, around this area and around the back. You could also do that too and use ribbon. But anyway, I hope that this is going to work and this will be a quick fix for someone who just wants to make one in a hurry. It's 100% cotton, and I have both sides. It is double 100% cotton fabric. And like I said, I've got the pipe cleaner inside here as the shape to the nose. And anyway, I hope it'll be okay. Y'all try it and see what you think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all.